4, 2, 3, 4. This is a really cool and really simple solo, but it is not easy to play. It takes some real finger strength to play some of what he's doing in this. The solo follows the same chord progressions as the rest of the song: E minor, A minor, and B7. He adds some extended notes to give it some, as my friend Henry likes to call it, some interest, some 9s and 6s. The first thing that you need to do is learn a couple of chord shapes if you're not used to them, and the Rev uses these a lot. E minor 9, it's just like if you were to play this E minor up here, barring the 12th fret, but you add the minor 7, which is your D, and the 9, which is this F sharp. Now when I play this, I like to plant my pinky on the F sharp because it's going to stay there a lot. The next chord is an A minor 6. Now there's not an A in the voicing that he plays, but the chords, rather the notes of the chord are E, G, C, and F sharp. The way I finger that is like this. And I leave the pinky planted because you're going to go back and forth from E minor 9 to A minor 6. And when you play that A minor 6, you might notice that my hand is going from being fairly, my palm is kind of flat with the fretboard there. So that's hard to tell, but when I go to the A minor 6, I'm kind of bringing my elbow up here, and that's... practicing that is key. Being able to go back and forth between those is key. And it's hard to do when you're playing it in tempo. The good news is that you've got plenty of time to make the change. Jimbo's in the background playing the bass line, so the Rev can pretty much lift his fingers off. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much on the 4th beat there's nothing. The only thing is his delay and reverb ringing out there. So give yourself the time to make the transition between those two chords. The other chord you're going to need to play is a B9. And what's so hard about it, it's just like the B7 that we played down here, only instead of letting this B string be open, you would be barring that entire 2nd fret. And it's hard to do, but we're going to do it up here. It's not much easier, but and when the Rev does it, he kind of lays his fingers down as he climbs up that thing. So here's the sequence of the solo. It starts with E minor 9, then he goes to the A minor 6, back to E minor 9, then there's this lick that goes right back to E minor 9. Let me break down that lick for you. I'll play it a little bit slower. He slides in from a D up to an E. So just that kind of pentatonic box there. D, E, G, A. Bending that. Then bending the A again. And landing on that B flat. Then he frets a G, but he immediately bends. So it sounds like... So that whole thing there. When he gets back to this E, he goes back down and plays more pentatonic stuff. That's all that is. And then right back to E minor 9. Guess what's next? A minor 6. This time he climbs up that B9. Climbs back up, he's not barring anything, he takes his fingers off and plays one note at a time. So you're going to, when you climb up to that C, you're going to bend it up to a C sharp. Then strum the B7 that you're holding there, and it doesn't matter if these strings are open or not. Back back to the E minor 9. Now slide down and play that A minor 6 down here in the open position. And you're not going to need your you're not going to need one finger, so you kind of figure out how you want to do that. I tend to slide down and play it like this, take my pinky off, but you could easily leave your pinky on the F sharp and slide down and just play it like this. Once he's played that A minor 6, he plays this lick that you slide up from F sharp to G, then it's E and an open B, and you just let them both ring. Plays it again. It's kind of like that lick from earlier in the tune. It's a B, B, and then you slide up to this B from the A. Then you play the open Bs again, and then slide down from this B, the fretted B. So it's B, A, G, E. And he plays that low E, and then it comes back and again, E minor 9. And I like to dampen that string after I play that. You certainly don't have to do that. Then instead of playing A minor 6, this time he just goes back to B7 down here and plays. Actually, he plays. And that's kind of one of those things where, one of those Nashville kind of things that the Rev likes to do. It's pick, middle, pick, ring. So you're picking these two, and then your fingers are playing these two.